Mic check, mic check. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right, we're good to go. Cut. What's up, y'all? Back in the lab, back in the studio. Captain's Log Podcast. I'm your host, Robert Marbury. What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy fucking Monday. Before we do anything, man, make sure if you're not already following up, subscribe to the podcast, man. I actually got rid of my Captain's Log Podcast Instagram. It was a headache fucking following, switching back and forth between pages. So you can follow me at Marbury_amazing. That's MARBURY_amazing. I'm also on my Twitter at captains___log. All right, so let's get into it, man. Hope everybody's weekend was good, man. But back to business. Sports. My Wizards traded Russell Westbrook to the Lakers for 3 players and a first round pick, number 22 to be exact. Bruh, I am so fucking happy. I'm so happy. All right. Let's just let it be known that if you know me, you already know that I was never, ever, ever, ever drinking the Russell Westbrook juice. I never took a sip of the Kool-Aid. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but I was on the John Wall train, and I was still pissed that, you know, John had been out. You know, he was getting hurt a lot. And I really felt like he really, you know, sat down and really got his body together. And we didn't give him a chance to see, you know, if this shit was going to work. We traded him the week before for Westbrook. You know what I mean? But lo and behold, you know, the team Wall was on is worse than the Wizards. So, I mean, you know, best of luck to him. But no, I was never drinking the Westbrook juice, dog. Like, I mean, yeah, he is a walking triple-double, bro, but that shit looked like stat padding to me, man, because we still was losing a bunch of unnecessary games. You know what I'm saying? I watched this dude jump up, snatch rebounds from his own teammates. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But yeah, I will respect him when I say that, you know, he was doing a lot of this. Like, he wasn't playing back-to-backs in Houston. He started playing them for the Wizards, and I think it was just for the best, man. I mean, you know, we was to the point where, you know, Bradley Beal, he don't know if he want to stay. Of course, a lot of that shit was allegations that, you know, he ever was going to leave the team. But, man, it's just better this way, man. Now, Beal can go back to doing him, you know what I'm saying? And you got some role players around him. So the draft picks, you got KCP, you got Kyle Kuzma, you got Montrezl Harrell. Like, bruh, I love it. You know, of course, Kuzma's numbers wasn't really there last year, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you know, when you playing under LeBron, dog, when you playing under him, like, it's kind of hard to really, you know, create that identity for yourself. Because to me, when I look at Kuzma is the type of person where he need the ball, he just need to go do his thing. Don't put him in a situation where, you know, you having an off night and then it's like, all right, Kuzma, now you can go and do your thing. But you know, that's maybe 1 out of 10 games where I'm going to have an off night. Then I say, okay, now you can go do your thing. So he just always looked like he was rusty to me. KCP, you know, I'm just kind of neutral on him. I mean, I know he got a pretty decent 3-ball, but we'll see how that works out. I probably got him coming off the bench. Maybe between if we don't pick up a point guard, he probably could be starting. But Montrezl Harrell, I love it. I think a lot of y'all forget that Harrell was fucking like 6th man of the year like 3 years ago, whichever one. 6th man of the year, dog. Sat on the bench for the Lakers, just wasn't really a good fit. Full of fire, energy player. Bruh, you put him in the fucking lineup. Like, he actually puts fear in these niggas' hearts out here. Like, put him in the lineup, bruh. I guarantee you this is gonna be a breakout year for him. I think this is a great move by the Wizards organization, Tommy Shepard, all them, new coach, you know, Mr. West. I like it, man. I think we needed to do that, man. We shook it up and we actually show, you know what I'm saying? We really show that we trying to really make a move to rebuild so we can be in the conversation. Like, so what Westbrook did bring, was outside of Bill's excellence, still averaging 30 points a game. They wasn't really talking about the Wizards like that, you know what I'm saying, on your Skip and Shannons, your first takes, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, your first things first. They wasn't really talking about us like that, man. And you put Westbrook on the team, and because, he's an all-star player, you know what I'm saying, now, we having a lot of conversations about the Wizards, you know what I mean, just very seldomly. But it was just good to hear us. It's like, you only talk about like 6 or 7 teams out of the 30 teams in the league. So it was good to hear us. But was he really making us better, though? I mean, overall, maybe. But you look at the record ain't no different from what we done had in the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I think it was definitely better for him. He can go at home to his hometown. You know what I'm saying? And we good to go. So shout out to the Wizards. Let's go ahead and max Bill out. I think they say he can get like 160 or something now, and then if he, do all right, he can get like fucking 235 or some shit next year. Let's go ahead and max my man out. You know what I'm saying? He want to be here. You know what I mean? He want to stay with the home team, so let's keep him home. You know what I mean? So let's move on. Track and field. Have y'all been watching the Olympics, dog? Like, Slim, I think the Olympics is fucking crazy. Particularly me. I like the weightlifting joint because I do CrossFit. So, I mean, it gets me amped up when I see them out there lifting that heavy weight. But, Jamaica, punished track and field. Gold medals all across the board, all the categories. We good to go. So, y'all girl Sha'Carri, this was hilarious. So she tweeted something. She tweeted some shit that I thought was just very like, she's a young lady. So that's just what young ladies do. They be doing anything on Twitter. So it was like once they, made an announcement that, Jamaica has swept and all that. Now, I don't know how much time in between like the tweet and when that was announced, but she made like a tweet with the guy who be like laughing, be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So she used the I don't give a fuck GIF joint. So I'm like, oh, man, oh, have mercy. These children, man. So, of course, they fired her in the comments, like, stop smoking weed, stop, humble yourself. That's pretty much was the gist. Stop smoking weed, humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then you had, like, the whole gang, like, oh, if she was there, she would have beat all their asses. I mean, honestly, on paper and the numbers, I don't think she's faster than any of the Jamaicans. So, I mean, but, you live and learn, man. She'll make it up. But then the next day or shortly after that, she writes, congratulations to the ladies of Jamaica for a clean sweep. Powerful, strong black women dominating the sport. So I'm like, okay, that publicist must have got in her ear. That publicist she finally hired must have got in her ear like, look, you got to congratulate them. You can't be saying a stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but then when she makes that tweet, you got a mixture of, that's very that's very stand up for you to do something like that. It's very, very grown woman like. But then you had some people, white people, like, oh well, why can't it just be congratulations women? Why does it have to be black women and all this other shit? So I'm just like, so y'all really like what white people? I just question for y'all. Y'all really don't like when black people congratulate black people? Y'all don't really like that? Like, I mean, you got to kind of look at it from our aspect, a lot of unfair treatment and all that other shit from the past, which is still reciprocating to now. Like, it's still people out here that think like, oh man, that shit was 400 years ago. It's not now. Like, I mean, I think you give it another 400, then maybe you could say, all right, it's getting old now. But, I mean, I personally don't care if, when black people say congratulations to this black blah, 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 because I mean, it is what it is. But what if the tables was turned though? What if it was like, was a white person and he was a swimmer or some shit, a white lady, she was a swimmer and she won. And then like, I guess it was just all white people won the shit or something. And then she said, congratulations to, all the white women of Canada or all the white women of the UK. How would you feel about that? Like, would that kind of sting a little bit if a white athlete went on that joint and just like specifically congratulated only white athletes? Like, I don't know. It stung a little bit. Me just saying the example. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, something to think about. I'm not saying, people, we always going to congratulate each other, though. We always going to do that. But, just look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? All right, so on to some society culture shit. Y'all boy DaBaby wilding the fuck out. Oh, buddy. Homophobic comment at the Rolling Loud concert. I was wondering for the longest, like, what did he actually say? And then I seen this shit on I think it was TikTok, and he was just like, now don't quote me, this is not exactly. He was like, shout out to all the niggas that's not in the parking lot sucking dick. Dog. You cannot say shit like that, bro. Like, come on, man. Look, you can't say shit like that, man. Like, I understand it if he wanted to go in there and just say, man, I ain't rocking with all that shit. But that's hardcore, bro. You know what I mean? So he got removed from the Lollapalooza joint, man. And you had a lot of other celebrities, responding to it. Even Chris Brown had said something like on his Instagram story was like, bruh, just shut the fuck up, do your shows, thank the people, and roll. Man, listen, this might be, I don't know if this is going to be some career-ending shit, but they definitely going to try to cancel his ass. You know what I'm saying? He going to lose a little bit of money. You know what I mean? He ain't apologizing either. He's sticking with it like, my views is my views. But, I mean, that's crazy, though, man. So, this is the thing about the LGBTQ thing, The only thing I kind of don't like about the whole situation is like, it's almost like you can't talk about it. And I mean, talk about it as being, having a civilized conversation, not like bashing or no shit like that. So I look at people who say, fuck the president, fuck Obama and fuck Donald Trump and, shit like that of that nature, which is pretty serious to me. But if you say anything of that nature, to that group of people, you fucking canceled. Like, you are done. You know what I'm saying? Like, immediately. So, I mean, I wish it was just a little bit more even ground as far as bringing up these topics, because, even if you say something that's light, something that's not as harsh as what he said, you'll either be labeled as, you hate the gay people, or you'll be looked at as a down low or something. It's like, nah, I mean, maybe they just want to just say what they want to say without any repercussions and without really hurting any feelings, just expressing themselves. Now, don't get it twisted. Have no issues with the gay community. None. You know what I mean? Let me repeat that. I have no issues with the gay community. You know what I'm saying? My closest family, are gay, and I love them dearly. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, DaBaby, you out here fucking wilding out though. So, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get canceled. I mean, his music ain't really cranking like that to me either. So, it is what it is. But let's move on, man. So, COVID is still here. I was gonna say COVID is back. COVID never left. There's still a lot of fucking people that are not vaccinated. God damn it. So I think we get ready to shut down again, dog. And it really worries me, dog, because I was like my worst self when I was quarantined for that year and a half. I was my worst. I was eating like shit, playing the game, drinking. You know what I'm saying? My kids couldn't go nowhere. We couldn't go nowhere. A lot of friction and turmoil in the Marbury estate. So I'm hoping this doesn't happen. But so I was watching the news the other day, and I'm in Maryland, for those who don't know. And they were talking about, the cases in Montgomery County. They were saying Montgomery County getting like 30, 40 cases a day type deal. And if that shit reaches like 75, they're going to start, issuing some mandates, you know what I'm saying? Kind of scaling shit back. So I'm like, damn, I hope they don't get to 75 because I just now really started walking around my mask off, you know what I mean? And then I look at some shit. My man sent me the screenshot of Florida yesterday. Bruh, they recorded 21,000 and some change cases in one day. I'm like, dog, here I am talking about 75. These motherfuckers got 21,000. Now, granted, Florida is a bigger state, but the number is the number, bruh. 21,000? Look, we're supposed to go down there to Florida in fucking 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Family vacay. Disney World and all that shit. Let me tell you something. If them motherfuckers record 21,000 again, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And, states like Florida, fucking Texas, Georgia, they wasn't never really shut the fuck down. But, bruh, that number is alarming, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, where's everybody vacationing at? Florida. Everybody, I know 3-4 fucking people that went to Florida in the last fucking month. You know what I'm saying? And niggas from D.C. live in Miami. They call that fucking D.C. Junior, D.C. with a beach. So everybody down fucking Miami wilding the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? They had the little concert in Chicago, the Lollapalooza joint. They showed a picture. That shit looked like a fucking a page out of Where's Waldo. So now, of course, shit is open. So we, this is what we was doing. We back to business. But damn, bruh, 21,000 cases. You know what I'm saying? That's alarming. And I'm vaccinated, but I'm still like nervous because my kid's not vaccinated and you can still get sick. I've been sick 3 times since I've been vaccinated. And every time I get sick, even if it's just some regular flu, I go rush and get tested because you just never know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they say you need a fucking booster and all this other bullshit. So I'm like, yeah, when the booster come out, I'm going to get the booster because it is what it is. But they say this variant is just as contagious as fucking chickenpox. It's funny because somebody was like, yeah, it's funny how they say it's contagious as chickenpox, but people don't pay attention because we're vaccinated for chickenpox. You know what I'm saying? We'll go ahead and get that shot though. You know what I mean? But I work in the museum, man. So, for a period of time before DC, told these motherfuckers they gotta wear masks. They wasn't wearing masks coming in these museums. Bruh, people come, listen, I'm at the Smithsonian. People come from all over the world to come to these Smithsonian museums. We was doing time slots at first, and then all of a sudden, boom, the lines is long as shit, people coming in. Motherfuckers coming in, they getting sick, they throwing up, you know what I'm saying? They touching everything, they in the bathroom is disgusting, and then they fucking leave and fly back to their country. Bro, we're like the fucking oven for this shit. You keep allowing these people to come in from fucking China and South America, Antarctica, fucking Egypt, and goddamn Australia, UK, Canada. They coming from everywhere to go to the zoo or the aquarium or just to come down here, be around, be in these buildings. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these tourist attractions. And this shit's still out there. And now it's flaring back up, dog. Listen, all I'm saying is I just don't want to have to fight. I don't want to have to fucking go to Facebook Marketplace to buy toilet paper again, bro. Like, I think I just bought Lysol for the first time like a month ago or something. Like, I don't want to go back through that. That shit was tragic, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was a really bad time. And people was really showing their asses. But so let's talk about what I will do if we do go back in full quarantine. I tell you what, I'm gonna be a lot more fucking productive than quarantine number one. I'm gonna definitely do my best to try to fucking stay in shape. I got plenty of space in the crib, get my workout in. I'm gonna try to pick up a new fucking trade. You know what I'm saying? That might set me up for something, better in the future. Look, I'm getting on that PPP loan shit. I'm getting on it. I'm getting on all them loans. Ain't nobody got fucking locked up. You see the memes going around. I'm getting on it. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to try to be productive, bro. Like, we got to be productive, man. Like, this quarantine will really show you who you are. You know what I'm saying? When it was over and then you kind of go back to your life. And the one thing it showed me is I am just not built for this shit like I was. Like, my job is very strenuous, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in charge of a lot of shit. And coming back into the office, I was screaming, send me back into the office, send me back into the office. I'm fucking pulling my hair out over here. You know what I mean? And they sent me back in the office. was like, okay, you can go in as needed. So I'm going in just to fucking make sure the room clean. You know, I'm gonna take a couple of hours, come home. So now I'm back in the office. I go in 2 days a week, telework, and I'm telework the rest of the week. But now I'm to the point now I'm irritated going in the office. You know what I mean? Because when I'm home, you know, I was home. I had the laptop here. I got the PlayStation here. I got the TV there. I got my food and snacks and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting real fat in this joint. You know what I'm saying? I got my little drinky drink there if it's really that bad. But then I go to work and I just got my monitor and I got my lunch I bought in and that's it. So now I'm miserable and then I got a little stupid shit going on. So honestly, I'm not built for it, man. So now I'm trying to get to that point where, you know, my job is just my job on my lonesome and I don't got to be fucking reporting to nobody. So it's going to be crazy, man, but we definitely going back on lockdown. I said we was going on lockdown by Halloween at the latest. I'm going to say Halloween by the latest. I'm sticking to this. And by the earliest, Labor Day, full lockdown. Trust me. Full fucking lockdown, bro. Unless y'all going to go get vaxxed up, though. I mean, if y'all go get vaccinated, man, maybe that shit will, maybe it'll change. But, and trust me, I ain't doing no fucking vaccine promo. I'm just saying. I mean, I've been sick 3 times since then. And it been some short shit. Probably could have been a lot worse, but it wasn't. So let's just try to keep shit open, dog. Let's keep it open. Let's get vaxxed up, man. Let's keep it normal. All right? Captain out.